Now, for most people, a key or a security pass is enough to get into the office, but now a Swedish firm is offering an alternative for workers. It's a microchip inserted into the hand under the skin.
Yeah, so as well as access to the building, staff will be able to use the chip to print things and pay for items in their cafe. Well, let's speak to our technology correspondent, Rory Jones, because Rory has been to Stockholm and taken your job to a whole new level.
To a whole new level, such is my devotion to the corporation.
Yeah, setting the standards pretty high.
I visited this high-tech office block. It's a brand new office block. They want everything in it to be extremely high-tech, not just the equipment, but the people. So they're offering, and this is a choice, they're offering a choice to the around 700 people from all sorts of different companies that work there, the choice of being chipped, which will then give them access to various of the services without, flashing an ID card or whatever you do at the moment in your office. So I looked at this, saw a few people using it and thought, what have I got to do? I've got to be chipped. And here's what happened.
It became clear to you.
I'm told it isn't going to hurt, but I've still got just a few reservations about it. Let's go.
Take a deep breath and exhale. And we're done. Keep breathing. Just keep breathing normally. Take it easy.
Not quite as bad as I expected.
And that's it. You keep the band-aid on until tomorrow morning, and from tomorrow morning you just wash your hands when you're supposed to.
So I'm now chipped.
You're chipped.
This is going to work.
Yeah, it's going to work.
I'm a cyborg.
Yeah, the first step of being a cyborg, at least.
But he looked like he was experienced with needles, at least.
Yes, he's a tattooist, a slightly fearsome-looking chap.
Did he give you a tattoo at the same time?
He didn't.
No. Did you think twice when you got into that room?
I had a look at him and thought, that's a bit scary. It was a bit like going to the doctor and having an injection.
Did it hurt?
It had a little bit at the time. It's healing up.
Let's just see it.
Here is the. I mean, that is actually the pen mark he put on, and the chip. You can't see it. It's a tiny thing about the size of a grain of rice, just beneath my skin.
But so that's actually a pen mark. That's not your scar.
That is a pen mark. But here's the thing: the chip is there, and I know it's there because.
Can you feel it?
Well, I've read it with this phone. This phone, it actually reads the chip, and and I've also put my my information on there. I'm not going to show all my information, but my business card is in effect on that chip under my skin and can be read with a card reader.
So what is so it gets you access to a building. What else can it do then?
Well, in this particular building, it can make the photocopier work. The sort of communal photocopiers and printers where
you could just press a button, of course.
Well, you have to swipe a card. Right. The idea is that all of that technology that we're getting used to, contactless technology, contactless cards, could migrate inside your body, and eventually, I for instance, wear a fitness monitor on my wrist. That the theory is, and it's quite a long way till we get there, could migrate inside into a chip inside your body. This chip is a very dumb chip. It's not very sophisticated at all. Okay. It's just got a tiny bit of data on, but it can be read and done quite interesting things with by apps on smartphones and readers.
Is this the way of the? I mean, are we all going to go around with chips in us? Say in 50 or 100 years' time.
That is the theory. The chap behind this system, who's from something called the Swedish Biohackers Group. His theory is that this is coming, and it's a very good idea that a group like his pioneers this, so that we begin to understand the implications of the technology. When, for instance, he says, when the taxman says, we want you chipped for the inland revenue, when Google and Facebook say, hey, wouldn't it be a good idea for you to be chipped, so that you at least know a bit about it and can consider whether you want it or not.
You going to leave that in there?
I'm pretty relaxed about it. My family and my colleagues are all looking on in horror, but I'm quite like.
It's not a good look, is it?
I've been augmented, and I feel good about it.
Well, that's fine. Rory, thank you very much
indeed. Thanks, Rory.